As indicated by our current AMP cost forecast, the worth of AMP will expanded by 207.74%, coming to $0.0178 by end of 2025. All specialized pointers certainly demonstrate that the ongoing feeling in a real sense is negative, while the trepidation and ravenousness record is perusing 35.76, and that implies exceptionally intense apprehension, which is very critical, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Our AMP gauge, it's dangerous to sell AMP right now incredibly. On walk 6, 2023, practically generally specialized examination pointers flagged bullish signs, while different markers flagged negative signs, showing an overall negative feeling among AMP cost forecasts, which basically is genuinely critical in an extremely significant manner. See the by and large careful AMP cost forecast underneath. You will for the most part know how certainly much AMP really is by and large worth in the next few long stretches of time. Over the truly most recent 30 days, AMP basically has expanded by 2.50%. Because of this, we can get with the exception of a very slight recuperation in the approaching month, which is very critical. Toward the finish of spring, the worth of AMP expanded by 115.41% and came to approach around $0.0105. Presently, all pointers are demonstrating negative zone, and the trepidation and eagerness file shows 35.76, kind of intense feelings of dread in an unobtrusive manner. As indicated by our estimate, this basically isn't the ideal opportunity to sell AMP. As of now, AMP generally is exchanging beneath the 200 basic moving normal, as opposed to mainstream thinking, which is very critical. Throughout the previous 326 days, since December 31, 2023, SMA has shown an AMP selling signal, which is very huge. The cost of AMP is at present running beneath the 50-day straightforward moving commonly normal, SMA, and it shows a sell signal. As per every specialized marker, the 200-day SMA will drop soon, and the cost will especially hit $0.0552 toward the finish of December, in spite of prevalent thinking. By December 2023, 2024, AMP's momentary 50-day SMA explicitly shows a $0.0516. The overall strength record, RSI, force oscillator for the most part is a famous marker that signals whether a digital money is oversold, under 30, or overbought, over 70 in a enormous way. AMP value expectation 2023, in the principal 7-day stretch of January 2023, AMP came to $0.00536 when it dipped under $0.00304. Interestingly, since January 2021, as per the financial backers and market sends out, AMP is en route to passing the $0.0107 mark before the current year is over in a significant manner. Before $0.0107, it might for the most part break its characteristic of 12 cents and reach. As per the financial backers, exporters, and market pioneers, AMP will truly break its past all-time high of 12 cents and certainly hold somewhere in the range of $0.0100 and $0.0107 soon. At this point, on 6 walk 2023, AMP is exchanging at $0.00490, and its 24-hour exchanging volume in a real sense is around 11.22 M, and it makes number 155 cash in the kind of entire crypto world. AMP value expectation 2024. There is plausible that AMP can explicitly get through the $0.0127 hindrance and generally hold the market toward the finish of 2024 in every practical sense, in spite of mainstream thinking. The barely the least AMP cost will be between $0.0105 to $0.0127, and the most probable AMP cost will for the most part be certainly consistent at around $0.0124 toward the finish of 2024. Despite AMP's wild swings in esteem and the contention encompassing its earth-hostile energy use, extremely rich person financial speculator Tim Draper is adhering to his expectation that AMP will reach $0.0127 toward the finish of 2024, or actually by and large mid-2024. AMP value expectation 2025 by 2024. Market investigators and specialists especially foresee that AMP will begin the year at $0.0144 and exchange around $0.0178. As indicated by their forecasts, this would be very especially high contrasted with last year, or so they thought. This generally is actually an okay leap in Bitcoin. AMP value expectation 2026. There essentially explicitly is a decent opportunity that AMP 2026 value forecast will twofold in cost. However, it in every practical sense is likewise genuinely conceivable that it may not generally arrive at its normal kind of most extreme $0.0224 level. AMP truly is somewhat anticipated to by and large arrive at a record-breaking commonly high of $0.0220 or $0.0224 in 2026. And it could truly be the extended period of AMP. AMP value forecast 2027. AMP value expectation, or AMP, will encounter enormous development in 2027, as it certainly has the possibility to accomplish new highs. As far as costs and market cap, AMP's value sort of by and large is supposed to outperform $0.0224 in 2027, in opposition to mainstream thinking. It certainly has been in a real sense fundamentally anticipated that AMP will arrive at the in every way that really matters greatest cost of $0.0224, and the base cost in every way that really matters truly is supposed to be around $0.0188 in the following a long time from 2027. AMP conjecture 2028 market examiners and specialists foresee say that AMP value forecast and specialized examination, AMP, is supposed to sort of cross a value level of $0.0255 in 2028, which is genuinely huge. In the meantime, AMP in a real sense is supposed to arrive at any rate cost of $0.0232 this year, or so they thought. The greatest cost may sort of reach $0.0269, which especially is genuinely huge in a significant manner. AMP value expectation 2029. By the start of 2029, the AMP value forecast and specialized examination anticipate that the expense of AMP will in every practical sense reach $0.0355, and the cost of AMP ought to, for the most part, reach $0.0355 before the year is over in a significant manner. Moreover, AMP can reach up to $0.0330 in cost, which especially is very critical in an unobtrusive manner. From 2024 to 2029, delay will bring critical years for AMP development. AMP value expectation 2030. Out of 2030, AMP value expectation are supposed to really in every practical sense cross the $0.0501 decently kind of normal cost level, as per AMP estimate and specialized examination. Toward the finish of 2030, AMP's especially least cost is supposed to be $0.0477. Moreover, AMP can arrive at a fundamentally greatest value level of $0.0509 in an unpretentious manner. Toward the finish of 2030, AMP will have a typical cost of $0.0509. The crypto market expects a critical cost shift, or so they in every practical sense thought. AMP value expectation 2031. AMP cost in a real sense is assessed to reach $0.0673